As President Biden continues to push ahead with his American Jobs Plan, the CBO is reporting that the country will once again reach its debt limit sometime this fall. Joining us right now to talk spending, the budget and infrastructure is Texas Congressman Kevin Brady. He's the lead Republican on the Ways and Means Committee. And Congressman, thanks for being here today. Let's talk a little bit first about infrastructure, because we know that plan got voted down yesterday, the bipartisan plan, but we hear that there could be another vote coming maybe Monday.
Well, Becky, good morning. Like you, I'm hoping this gets done. I think these are just, in essence, show votes at this point. I think they are at work in a serious way to find a path forward on true infrastructure, which has bipartisan support, and then real ways to pay for it that doesn't include crippling tax increases. I'm optimistic they can find an agreement here. I'm less optimistic that it can be passed, mainly because the speaker keeps linking it to the $3.5–4 trillion massive spending bill that the president wants going forward. As long as that's the case, I think they're going to struggle to find bipartisan votes for this.
We had Senator Rob Portman from Ohio, who's been part of these bipartisan talks, trying to get things done. He was on with us yesterday. He said he thinks that eventually the Democrats, their plan is to just go it alone anyway. Do you think that's the case?
Yeah, I hope not, but I think that probably is the case. I think they're going to throw this into a nearly $5 trillion spending package, huge tax hikes, a lot of other bad policies. I think this is their last gasp, throw everything on their extreme wish list into one bill to try to move it. I think it's going to fail. Certainly, I think support for these crippling tax hikes are dropping in Congress in a pretty serious way. Again, look, we can do infrastructure in a pretty smart way, but if you're tying it to these massive spending programs, especially right now as inflation continues to be a problem, it's a mistake.
Although, Kevin, you would think if they could do it, they would have done it already. So maybe they don't have the votes for that either.
Yeah, I don't know. They don't have the votes certainly on these tax hikes. I think that's going to become even a bigger problem for them. And I also think back home, members of Congress are hearing about inflation, rising prices on families. They're hearing from a lot of job creators about the impact of these tax hikes. And so I think that the foundation is changing under this administration, under Speaker Pelosi. I think they need to recognize that.
So, Congressman, there's an op-ed piece, National Review writer, title is GOP Must Resist the Infrastructure Money Charade. And the point is made that the president kind of showed his hand. People say he misspoke when he tied it to the reconciliation bill, and everybody went, oh, my God. And then he gave some lip service to, no, I didn't mean that. But that's the intent here. So it's called bipartisan. But if everything that Republicans are giving up in a bipartisan show of good faith goes into the next bill, what are Republicans getting for this? And why would you? And if it's going to be $4.1 trillion total, when it's all said and done, why would you be part of it? Why would you grease the skids and enable this to happen if you really don't think $4.1 trillion is appropriate to be spent?
The short answer is we won't be supporting this. The president, I think, probably killed this whole infrastructure package with that statement. And even though he's tried to walk it back, Speaker Pelosi and Senator Schumer have not. They are linking it, to the infrastructure. That's why there won't be bipartisan support. And I think for the American people, what they ought to worry about is there won't be infrastructure package at all. And again,
the first one there won't. Kevin, you're saying there won't. The first one's not going to go.
Not if it's linked to and paired with the massive spending and tax bill.
Well, that sounds like semantics now. It's not. They're saying it's not linked, but you're going to pass it, and then they're going to do the other one.
No, Joe. Pelosi says she won't pass it until the first comes.
Right.
Yeah,
but she could back off on. But if she agreed to back off from that, should Republicans go ahead with the first trillion?
I think, and I should be very clear, we're not supporting that infrastructure bill if it is paired in any way by weeks or months or even years to the spending bill. And it will not have our support, period. But I think they're going ahead. I think they're going to go ahead and rush on this, try to jam this through together in September. And I'm predicting they will fail.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.